Hey Math 1, I'm coming at you with a new lesson with a new chapter, 3.1. It's all about inequalities. So what are inequalities? Well, in a mathematical sense, we're talking about things like x is less than 2. That would be an inequality. Or y is greater than or equal to negative 5. That would also be an inequality. Or z, check this, 0 is greater than or equal to z. These are 3 examples of inequalities. Now the question is, what do they represent and how do we actually show them mathematically what's going on here? Well, what this is saying is that our unknown number, which is x, can be any real number smaller than 2. So we're talking any decimal smaller than 2, any integer smaller than 2, any fraction smaller than 2, any square root smaller than 2. It's pretty much an infinite number of solutions. So it's not just one answer anymore. And what we do to represent visually what those answers are is we say, create a number line, give some perspective on the number line, make sure you put at least the 0 value, a couple positive and a couple negative, and we say every single point left of 2 on the number line represents those solutions right there. But not 2. So 1.99999, yes. 2, no. So what we do is we put an open circle at 2 to indicate, yeah, it's everything up until 2, don't include 2. Yeah, so if this number line makes sense, then I think the rest follow pretty clearly. If you've got a solution of y is greater than or equal to negative 5, our unknown number can be any real number bigger than negative 5 or equal to negative 5. And here is what its graph looks like. So again, start with 0. You're going to put at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative values. And be sure to put a couple positive. That's good. Now, it's everything that's bigger than negative 1 or right of it on the number line. So, all of these points and beyond going to the right are solutions. Now, at negative 5, we want to say, yes, include that point itself. So we put a closed circle, not an open, but a closed circle to indicate that it actually does exist at negative 5. Yeah, and if you see something like 0 is less than or equal to z, we rewrite it to say, let's put z on the left, and then we're going to flip the symbol if we move it from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. So instead of greater than or equal to, this is now less than or equal to 0. Right, so maybe I should probably put these out here too. This means greater than. This is greater than or equal to. And then these are just less than. See how it almost looks like an L? And this is going to be less than or equal to. And just to finish up this example, you're still going to put 0 and then a couple positive values, a couple negative values, closed circle at 0, and then less than would be everything to the left. So what I wanted to do is create a very short video where you guys got an overview of the basics of what it means to be an inequality. It's not pasted onto the notes. I just want you guys to put this maybe on a separate piece of paper, or just watching it to make sure that you've got the basics down. All right, thanks for watching. Now I'm going to go over all the notes examples 1 through 8 on the next video.